The engineering of smart health devices presents challenges that must be addressed early in the design phase to avoid late stage performance issues that can lead to costly rework and delay of launch to market. My name is Irfan Yusuf, and today I'm going to talk about early design considerations you need to have in mind when selecting and placing antennas within miniaturized smart health devices. The integration of multiple wireless technologies into smart health IoT devices brings unique challenges to the manufacturers. Given requirements such as the need to be rugged, deliver seamless connectivity with minimized fault tolerances, increased operational lifetime, and fit into increasingly miniaturized packages. Several factors can affect overall antenna performance, including ground plane dimensions, distance to nearby components, antenna position, PCB layout, and component selection. The use of cutting edge technologies, such as laser direct structuring, are also providing innovative solutions to free up space in the smart health devices. The size of the ground plane is often dictated by the size of the device. For monopole or monopole based antennas, ground plane size is critical for good antenna performance. It should be at least lambda by 4 in size, where lambda is the wavelength of the lowest frequency band of the monopole antenna. For lower cellular frequency bands in the range of 698 to 960 MHz, the lambda by 4 would be around 107 millimeters. A ground plane of this size would not be suitable and possible for most smart IoT devices due to their small form factor. Therefore, a design consideration could be made to avoid monopole based antennas, which are dependent on the ground plane for good performance. Other antennas, such as dipole, could be used to overcome the ground plane size problem. Sometimes it is possible to extend the ground plane vertically if the height of the device allows. This technique makes it possible to have large enough ground plane for monopole antennas for higher frequency bands such as 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz. Most antenna datasheets recommend a clear out zone for the antenna to deliver optimum performance, as all components in smart devices can have an impact on the antenna performance. Some components, such as the battery, display, and charging coil, could detune the antenna. Surface mount devices components close to the antenna on the PCB could detune and decrease the antenna's efficiency. Sometimes, however, it is not possible to adhere to the guidelines provided by the antenna manufacturer. In such cases, a custom design antenna that mitigates the impact of nearby components may be necessary to achieve optimum antenna performance in the given environment. In smart health IoT devices, it is usually not possible to respect the clear out zone requirements for the antenna. One solution could be to choose an antenna with a cable of certain length to be mounted on the device housing away from the PCB. Another option would be to print the antenna on the inner or outer side of the housing, creating additional free space around the antenna and decreasing the impact from other components. It is critical to have clean RF ground plane without any signal routing on the antenna ground plane. High-speed data lines should be kept away from the RF lines. The choice of the components mounted on the PCB is also very important in miniaturization. By selecting smaller components and connectors, it is possible to create more free space for the antenna and greater physical and electrical distance from other components. This helps in providing higher isolation and lower mutual coupling. Laser direct structuring, or LDS, is the state of the art technology used to create molded interconnect devices and can save valuable space in your application by integrating high frequency mechanical and electrical functionality into one component. Laser structuring enables three-dimensional design and routing capabilities versus the limiting two-dimensional capability on a PCB. LDS also allows for improved antenna performance because antennas can be placed in the design where they have more room for better bandwidth and efficiency. In summary, approaching the design phase with a holistic view of the impact of all components, including antennas, is critical to avoiding unanticipated performance issues that can result in late-stage design changes, higher expense, and delayed time to market. Consult early and frequently with your antenna manufacturer to identify the right standard or custom solution for your unique application requirement. TE Connectivity offers a broad portfolio of antennas, connectors, and sensors. and provides analysis and simulation services to help predict system performance, which can result in faster design cycles and lower costs. Learn more about what we can do for you at te.com/smarthealth.